I've got another RGB light to show you today. It is from ZHIYUN. They've sent me this light to have a quick look at, and I've not really used it. I've had a bit of a play with it indoors just to have a look and see what it does. It's quite an effective little light, to be honest. And you know me, I love me lights. You've got lights everywhere. I do like me colourful lights. This is the Fiveray M20C. It is a fill light combo RGB light. And it is a little bit different to your usual standard lights. If you like your fancy gadgets, this is quite a fancy little gadget. So you get this little silver bag here, keep it in, which just keeps it nice and tidy. Look at this. Look at that for a fancy style light. It's got a big propeller, a big fan on the back. You've got this big, like this battery pack on the back. It's 20 watt battery pack. You've got an attachment on the bottom then to slide it onto your top of your camera. So if you're doing video in and stuff like that, this will slide onto the top of your camera. You've also got fitments all the way around, cold shoe fitments all the way around it, which will take other units. You can have more of these, or you can have different lights. You can clip these little tiny lights in as well if you want to, and things like that. So yeah, absolutely fantastic for building up an attachment. But on the front you can see there's no actual light showing. That is because this thing comes complete with its own set of barn doors. These are absolutely brilliant for when you're trying to keep the light off of a certain area. So, you know, if you've got no barn doors on there and the light's shining in, if you've got this big area and you want to try and keep the light off of certain areas, you can flip these barn doors into wherever you want to shine it, and it will actually cut out the light on this side of the area, so you're concentrating the light in the area you want it. This is magnetic, so this actually comes off, very simply comes off, and you can use the honeycomb. It comes with a honeycomb section as well. Again, this honeycomb section is really good for directing that light. Instead of having that full spread, that big diffuse light, you get this direct beam light. And what the honeycomb does is it basically it cuts it up into little honeycomb really, and what that does is it then sends the light straight down those honeycombs rather than being sideways on. You can see my face disappears if it's sideways on, and then you look through the honeycomb. So the honeycomb actually diffuses the light again and then concentrates it into a smaller area. Again, that's magnetic, so you can take that off. You then get a diffuser. The diffusers on the front there, that's for softening the light. That's for giving you that nice soft edges around the, you know, especially if you're doing portraiture and things like that. It gives you those soft edges around your nose and your eyes and your lips, rather than having that really harsh light. And again, that's magnetic, so you get all of that, pull that off, and then you end up with the light on its own. And the light on its own then is very simple, and you can put the honeycomb on if you want and just diffuse that, or you can actually put on the barn doors and just use them on their own as well. So you can build this up. You've got the 3 sections that it comes with. It also comes with this thing on the back as well, and I'm not quite 100% sure what this does, but it's the framing. I think you can actually take this out then, and you get this simple little light on its own with a fan on the back, the cooling fan, and you get the simple little light that you can just carry around with you. But this is the body for it. This is the body. It just goes inside there. You flip that back, lock it on with a little pin on the back of this, and then that's it. You're ready to go. You can put your diffuser and stuff on, and you know, you've got this lovely sectional light to work with it. It's not just an ordinary light as well, so we've got a single press, and we'll turn it on. And she's powering up on the back. You can see the little symbol on the back there telling you it's powering up, and there she comes on like this. And that is on a 5%. That is 5%. That's a very low power. And again, you can switch it all the way down to 1%, or you can pump it up and give you that really bright power. But what we're going to do is we're just going to keep it low. We'll keep it on 5% for now. And you can see on the back there where it adjusts up and down with this nice little thumb screw. You just literally roll it around to get the light that you want on the back. So let's keep it down on 5% for now. You've also got a button on the other side. That's your on and off button, and it also triggers through the modes as well. And I'm just going to pop through the modes, but you just want to show you this. This is your diffuse light. So if I take this diffuse light and then I just slide that off, you should see that the harshness, just check around my face, you can probably see better than me, but you can probably see the harshness with the light, the way it's working, just bringing up that slight difference. And again, if I was to keep that on there and pop the honeycomb on, hopefully you'll see the light that's probably shining around my head to sort of be more concentrated on my face. So if I slap the honeycomb on the front there, look at that, look at the difference of that. The light on my face stays, you can see the light on my face stays, but this light on the ceiling just seems to disappear. So that is now concentrating that light directly on my face. If I want it on the ceiling, I can then shine it up on the ceiling. You can see there, it's up there. And if I slide that off again, look how it lights all the back of the cupboard space. So this little honeycomb diffuser is brilliant for concentrating that light right where you want it without spilling it all over the place. And again, I can pop the barn doors on. If I was to pop the barn doors on, let's take the diffuser off this time. Pop the barn doors on. So if I pop these on, you can see that it's shining up in the air, so I can just close these down and I can just concentrate that light where I want to concentrate it on. And if I want a bit more light up on the top of the ceiling, I just let that up like that and I can get that ceiling light. You can see up there just starting to glow. And if I was to move the one on the side, you can see it's starting to light over the back of the cupboards behind me. And again, it's just a way of lighting down here. You know, you can concentrate this light where you want to concentrate this light with these barn doors. So yeah, an absolutely fantastic little idea. So I'm just going to pop the diffuser back on for a moment, and we'll keep it concentrated on me rather than all around the place. And I'm just going to try a few different light scenarios for you. This comes with lots of different lighting effects, which is more for video. But first of all, we've got the white light. The white light is from 4,200, no, it's on 4,200 kelvins at the moment, and I can change this light for a lot lower, a lot warmer, a lot tastier glow, if you like the summer glow. So, oh, wrong one. So if I spin this on the back, go down to my 4,200, which is what the kelvins are at the moment, I can then scroll this down and you can see it becomes a warmer light. So my face becomes warmer and that nice rich summer glow that we all like when we're taking our sunbathing photographs. And then I can roll it up and it goes all the way up to 10,000 kelvins, and you can see that light on my face goes very, 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 very blue, very bright, very not very summery. So it's that nice white light you can see there. So that's 10,000 kelvins, which is really, really quite bright. And I think the average to get a nice image is probably about daylight, which is something like that, which is 5,200 kelvins. And if you drop it down to about 4.2, that gives you that just that natural, more natural glow. Again, you press the button on the back again, and you've also got a GM. I'm not sure what the GM number is on the bottom there, but it also gives you a GM number, but I'm sure people that are very technical would tell me what that is. Again, press it once again, it goes over to our effects. So we've got these different color effects. As you can see at the moment, we're on this red. This is a hue, this is the color hue. So we've got dim on 20%, so we can dim that down and we can brighten it up. We can then roll our finger around and we go onto the hue, and you can see I can change the hue of the light and I can get the different tones through the hues. Let's pop that back onto 0, should go red. And then we've got our saturation, which is bright red, dim it down. And it's, hopefully I can, if I put it up there for you, maybe you can just see the different hue. You can see the way it changes from that really deep red to the very pastel red. So it's just a way of changing the saturation. That's 100% red, as you can see there. Let's pop it over again. We're now gone on to our RGB. So we now got our red, our greens, our blues, and you just press the button on the back to flick through them. Again, I can just change the hues, change the color tones by adding the different numbers, going down to the greens. I can take the greens out and add the greens and stuff like that, and then I can go down and take the blues out, and I can go back up to the reds, and I can add some more reds if I wanted to. So yeah, there's a different way you can change these lights. This is a hue pulse, and it's giving me a red light that's pulsing, which is an interesting thing. I'm not quite sure what you'd use them for, but of course I just love all these sort of things. And then we go flick it around to the next one. So this is a hue loop. So I take it, this flicks through different styles. We've got fireworks, so this should give you that different colors of fireworks. Again, if I'm shining it up in the background there, you get these different colors of fireworks. What else have we got on here? We've got disco. You can see there, disco partying away. And we can speed this up. We can go down to this one, and I think this speeds it up. We can go up to 5, and we can go down to 1. So we've got these different, there's 1, and there's 5. So that's our disco. Let's put it on 3 for an average. And then we go back up to this one, which is disco. And again, we just flick round, there's back on our fireworks, if you're into your video modes and stuff like that. So yeah, for me, I don't use a lot of video stuff, but it will be very handy if I do need to do it. I'll be mainly using this on this light because I do like the light and I love this diffusion. So yeah, it's got a great array of things, and it looks really cool. Look how cool that looks. It really does look pretty swish and smart. And the fact it comes complete with these barn doors that you can just stick on, and it gives you all the control you need. And again, if you want to put all 3 on, you can put them all on and you get the complete set. And you can dim the light right down and become very, very, very dim. Let's just pop this back onto there, and you can go down to 1. And if you just want that little bit of light just to give you that little bit of fill light. You can see that, just give that little bit of fill light, or even a rim light from the back of your head. You know, these are the lights to use. So yeah, very simple, very easy video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up. And oh, this retails I think about 100 and, let's have a quick look on my phone. £170. It's quite an expensive light, but you're getting an awful lot on here. The fact that it's got a cooling fan and everything like that to keep it cooled down. It's app control as well. You can actually download an app on your phone. I'm struggling to download the app, to be honest, and I will be honest and be fair with you. I'm struggling to download the app, but if you download the app, you can control it all from your phone as well, which is absolutely brilliant idea. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up, and yeah, I'm going to have a little play with this. I've got an event to do tomorrow, and I think this is going to be very handy for lighting some portraits and things like that. So yeah, thank you very much for sending it to me, and yeah, till next time. Ciao. Bye-bye.